I envisioned myself a month ago that she'll be 65 and I'll be 90, changing her diapers, and she'll be in bed, never talking, never walking. And I feel like she's gonna have a life. And, I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but I know that she's gonna be happy. She definitely has a lot of body movement, so I think she has a lot to work with, and I think she's gonna be fine. I could not say that a month ago. My name is Roxanne Merrill, and this is my 9-month-old daughter, Angelica Merrill. And we came here for brain damage due to lack of oxygen. And today, we're much better. Travel was good, and I think partly it was good because she was so inactive. She was happy just laying there. Her arms were clenched and her legs were just there. And she could do that for hours, for days, that's all she did. So I would hold her, she would be in the same position. I put her in her car seat and same thing. So she was a very good baby to travel with. I am a little bit more concerned now for the way back. The neurologists come in, they look at her and they say, there is nothing we can do. And I ask about, well, can you tell me about stem cells? They say, not even gonna go there. No, nothing, no research, not gonna go there. Like, well, can you help her? Can you help fix the problem? Nope, there's nothing that can fix the problem. It's, if there's symptoms, medicate, otherwise do therapy. But I feel like, what's the point of therapy if she's not responding to it, if there is no movement, if there's no thought in her eyes? What's the point of therapy? Now there is actual thought in her eyes. So I can say, you know what, let's do therapy because you will learn something. And that's very different. We've heard about stem cells being banished by George Bush at some point, and that seemed like a really bizarre thing. So then when we found out she had brain damage, that's the first thing that popped in our mind. What about the stem cells? And we started researching. And that's when we found China that seemed legitimate, and that you are going to get the stem cells, and it comes with a whole treatment package. Not, you cross the border and run out in one day. It seemed like there's doctors that are following you, nurses that are following you. They're giving you stem cells. They're following you with physical therapy. I find it ironic that with all the achievements and all the progress that we have in America, that we're coming to China for treatment. I applaud this country for allowing these treatments, but it's almost odd that this is, and so many American families are here. Half of America is migrating to China because we can't get treated in our own country. She has her stem cells Monday, Friday, Wednesday, so the weeks alternate from 2 to 1. And then she has electric wave therapy in the morning. She has physical therapy at 10:30 for 45 minutes. And then she has massage and ear point therapy at 2:30. The food is a little bit of a struggle, but Holiday Inn is really good. I've learned that if I go to Holiday Inn, I'm all set. I kind of wish there was a little bit more in the food options, but at the same time, it's doable, so I can't really complain. She started off what seemed to be okay up until about 3 months, and then she just stopped. And nothing happened. Nothing happened until we came here. And all of a sudden, she woke up one day after her, I believe, first treatment, and you could see the lights in her eyes. And her body was moving and her arms were better, and then gradually she just got better and better and better very fast. She learned a lot of skills. She never used to stand. She started standing. She's rolling over now, and she used to barely be able to lift her head off the ground. She had no idea how to actually use her body. Now when I look at her face, there's actually thought there. She's thinking about rolling over, she's coordinating, she's turning her head, she's using her arm. Never has that happened. Not one of those, let alone all four at the same time. The head, the arm, the body, the legs, all of that has to coordinate. She developed a personality. She now expresses what she likes and what she doesn't like. So there's something that she doesn't prefer, she would clearly let you know. Get me in a different position, hold me, get up and walk. She never used to care whether she's in the room or outside. Now she wants to be out, she wants to be walking, looking around. If we're in the room too long, she gets bored and starts squawking, and I take her outside and she's happy. So she developed a personality. She likes to be held. She's using her arms, she's using her legs, she's looking around or moving her head, looking around, and all of that is new. Her arms are actually relaxed now. Even her physical therapist here noted that. She used to be very tough here in the biceps. She's not like that anymore. Her arms are, sometimes they're like that, but it doesn't concern me anymore because when she's done feeling her shirt, she straightens them out. She sleeps with her arms straight. Never been the case. When she's sleepy, her arms are always tight. And they're not. They're very soft now, and she plays with them. She uses them. She's using her fingers on her shirt and pulls on it. She pulled my hair this morning. And that was a lot of fun because she's never done that before. She's never grabbed something. She's using her legs. The most exciting one for us was her standing on them because she just never put any weight on her legs. And she stands now and she's kicking and moving around. She likes laying on the bed and just swing her arms up and down, straight arms, and kicking her legs. Let's say we'll take her arms. The physical therapy was just helping her arms, and that's why they're softer now. There's nothing like that would have taken the thing that she was doing with her eyes. Her eyeballs used to move to one side and just tick there for a couple of seconds. She doesn't do that anymore. You can't tell me that a sugar pill will change her eyes like that. So something in her brain is changing because, that effect is no longer there. I think the way children are conceived and grow in a uterus is a medical mystery, but it happens all the time. We don't have answers to all the questions yet, but I do know that I brought here a child that was not active, that was barely alive, that did nothing, and now I have a little girl, and I have 4 boys at home, and I just felt like I had 4 boys and a handicapped child. Now I have a little girl, so it doesn't really make a difference to me how untried it is when I can see changes in her and I can see changes in all the other patients on this floor and how excited they are about the process. People come back again and again. I actually thought I was walking through the store looking at girl dresses, and I thought, well, my daughter will never need this. Because what difference does it make how you lay in your bed? Nobody will ever see you. She's never going to be pretty, girly. Oh, she is. Yes, she is. She's going to wear dresses and... Yeah. Like I said, it's not... The amount of change that she's gone through has given me a new life. Because I was at a very low point. I was very depressed. And the way she's changed has given me a new hope for the future. I have a new lease on life. So anybody that has a question should definitely contact, communicate, and try. It can't hurt to ask a question. And I'm glad I did. We're glad we did. Yeah. I guess she looks at me now. She didn't look at me before. It's worth $1 million that she looks at me and smiles, and I can see that, that she loves me back.